We don't have any kitty vitty. Could I have a little hoodie through my hoodie?
Okay,
Just,
so
be protective.
Appreciate it.
that should be like that. Alright, let's see if this goes live. Let's just see. I'm hoping this works, man. This might not work again.
Ooh.
This live should start soon.
Yeah, just gotta give it time. Top 10 things that point to Colin being on the spectrum.
I don't think you ever showed me that, did you?
No, I forgot. That's what I just...
Jesus Christ.
I just saw the Shamrock City's Make-A-Wish kid.
What?
We were drunk one night.
Jesus.
That's funny. Everyone gets one. Don't feel...
No, I know that.
We left number 1 blank because we couldn't find a good enough one. Oh, man.
Okay, it's live now.
We are live.
Alright. So. It's weird how, like, it shows up there, but, like... Not really. But, like, alright.
Oh, hold on.
So, yeah. I got it. Alright. Yeah, just check the, you say, do you see it on your phone?
Yes.
Hello, everybody. Sorry that we're still lame as ending with this. Still trying to figure out how all this stuff works, going live and whatever. Alright. Just bear with us for a sec. Tyler, Jesus, what was I going to say? I saw it out of my head. Oh, yeah, right. Like the comment, like if you get the video up on your phone and you can see the comment section for me. Do you have it up on your phone there?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, sweet. Yeah, if anybody just wants to put a comment in the comment section about what the audio is like, both for me and Tyler. We had a bit of messing around with trying to get some audio for Tyler. It should have been a simple thing. It proved not to be. But we think we got it figured out. So, Tyler, just want to say something, Tyler?
What are you at, boss?
Trying to get some audio for Tyler. Alright. Just, hopefully that works. Liam, what's it? Alright, so I'm just, Alright, guys, so welcome back again. Great to have you. Thanks for being here. Bother off, all trying to be all nice and quiet there. Getting our drinks in. How you been? Did you stay inside today? We hope you did. Hope you didn't get the coronavirus. Another 3 people apparently got it today. And, yeah, news keeps coming in every day. So, pretty ridiculous. So, the couple news stories here today. What I was going to talk about was how Husky Energy, out in Argentia, apparently have 800 workers working shoulder to shoulder. And not shutting down, and their workers were shit baked, and they didn't want to be going, but they got to go, and they don't want to not go, afraid to get fired and not get back on. So it was a big deal, and then just like about 2 hours ago, it got announced that they are shutting down. So thank God for that, because that would make no fucking sense to have them going to work at all. Hold on there now. What's going on?
Oh, yeah, the background.
Yeah, I'll turn it on. Yeah. Yeah, because that would be pretty retarded, having everybody in, keeping everybody in their houses, telling not people to go out, but you're going to send 800 plus workers out to be shoulder to shoulder to all go back to their wife and kids. What could possibly go wrong? But apparently they're shutting that down. So until the next bit of notice, next couple of weeks, I'm assuming at the very least. So good on you, Husky. Nice save. Because I'm sure me and many others would have been pretty pissed off and putting you on blast of some sort, but thank God for, doing the right thing. And listen, we love Husky Energy here at the Colin Hollett podcast, so we know.
Yes.
Yes. it'll provide lots of work to lots of Newfoundlanders, doing the work here instead of somewhere else. Obviously, we greatly appreciate Husky Energy, but to stay open during like a once in a lifetime pandemic just seems absolutely reckless. Whatever money is there to be made now is going to be there to be made, I'm assuming, a month from now. Like, the whole world is shutting down, so essentially. So hopefully it's only shut down for, a couple weeks. 3 more cases today confirmed, and there's more shit coming out that apparently one of the 3 people that got confirmed actually came in like 10 days ago, a week and a half ago, even though they're only confirmed a few days ago. And the big uproar is that they went to the college funeral home when they were with the virus, and people are freaking out, shitting on this person. How dare you, be away, and then get off the plane and go right to a funeral home. Like, what are you thinking? But what's crazy is this is moving so fast that you forget. It's crazy. You forget where our heads were a week ago, a week and a half ago, 2 weeks ago. I know I forget. Just 8 days ago, Saturday night, I was down in the fucking Shamrock for St. Paddy's Day, right? George Street was packed, right? Everyone was out because there was nothing telling us that we should not be out. There was some people saying, haha, like more so, yeah, by Corona, haha, shouldn't be out, but like, but like I remember going out saying, I was like, well, I might as well go out tonight because go out before it gets here and before it becomes a thing, and just because, like, guaranteed by next weekend everything's going to be shut down. By Tuesday, St. Paddy's Day itself, everything was shut down. So anyone that got out that weekend was like, yeah, it made sense we went out, But this person apparently was like, just like the rest of us. This is what I'm being told. I mean, I don't know. About how, like, they just came in, to then there was no reason they shouldn't go to the funeral home. And I'll tell you what, even right now, if I had a loved one die right now, I'd find it hard to not go. Like, you know what I mean? So imagine like a week and a half ago, why wouldn't you go? So I think, kind of take that with a bit of a grain of salt. Think about that a bit. I'm just looking at the... I'm just chiming in right quick. I'm just trying to see. But there's a few comments there. Just stay up on top of that, Tyler, if you could, brother, please.
Oh, yeah.
Just if there's anyone coming in. Yeah, so definitely really important for us, but it's fucked. Taxi drivers were saying again, like, last night also very busy, which is like what more? But like that, like shit really hit the fan. I think like last night, stuff was really going around the internet last night and a lot today, really shaming people doing house parties, and I really think the word has really gotten out there, and I'm hoping people are listening. I had a friend of mine actually that she said, I can't watch your podcast tonight. She said, but I'd love to come over and just sit in, right, and hang out. And I was all like, I want her here, but at the same time, it's like that. It's just one person, but like that. If everyone thinks that, it's just one friend, that's how we're gonna get ourselves in this trouble. It's so easy to just say, let's pop over. She don't got corona, you know what I mean? She hasn't been traveling. But you don't know where. So here's the other thing, and I gotta get to this. And I don't know how much truth there is to this, but get ready for this if this is true. Apparently, now I'm assuming, so it could be less of a deal, but apparently 2 planes came in from Florida today. One late last night and one sometime this morning, this afternoon, from Florida. And this is 2 planes full of people that are on cruise ships and on vacation down in Florida. They bring them all in. There's health officials guarding them, saying, all right, guys, like, get to Jesus, right? Get to your house and get in there for 14 days. I don't want to see you. If you poke your head out, you're grounded for another 2 weeks. Don't make me take me belt off. This is what they were told in the airport. And what happened? Apparently a shit ton of these people, did they go straight home? No. Not before they went straight to Tim Hortons. That's the word now. Steve Kent put that out. Well, yeah, like, I might die from corona, but I'm definitely going to die if I don't get me Timmy's. I've been out in the country for a week. I've been on Dunkin' Donuts, and that stuff's garbage. That is the most... Like, now, the other thing is that I'm assuming they went to the Tim Hortons in the airport. Two things. So, like, that would just be contained to that one spot, which would be full of people. Mostly, I'm assuming that's coming in from away and is on risk anyways. Still fucking reckless. Still makes no sense. Secondly, why is the Tim Hortons in the airport open?
Yeah.
Why is it open?
Oh, man.
Why? There's like, you can't answer it. You can't give me an answer, and I go, oh, right, of course. Yeah, that makes sense. You can't. There's not a fucking answer. Unless Tim Hortons has the cure for corona, get fucked. Like, why are they open in the airport? It makes zero sense. Zero. Like, the drive-thrus. I'm all for the drive-thrus being open. Personally, I'm sure there's probably some people like, shut that down too. That's fair. I'm not against that either. But I think having grocery stores, pharmacies, anything essential, and then having drive-thrus open, keeping your distance from the person that's working. They're there with their gloves, everything on. I don't know, just my gut. But if you told me the drive-thrus were to close down tomorrow, I wouldn't be like, oh, this is ridiculous, But definitely the dining rooms of everywhere should be closed. And the last time I checked, haven't been at the airport in a few months, but the Tim Hortons in the airport didn't have a drive-thru. It's in the airport. You get, like, why is that open? It makes no sense to me. Right? It is absolutely ridiculous. It's like a swimming pool, man. Everybody jump in, but stay to this end of the pool. It's like it's a fucking pool, man. It don't matter where you go. It's like it's reckless to have that open, man. That's gonna spread. I don't mean to be harping on this again. I'm so sorry, but like, it's just for anyone who missed it last night. We have the oldest and sickest population in Newfoundland, in Canada, and we have the best defense. We had the biggest heads up ever on an island. And if it starts to spread here, man, people wants to blame the government. They do. But this is a fact, too. Do you know the public health and safety of Newfoundland? They actually upped their laws just by chance, just in 2018. They changed their whole legislation there, Tyler. Or legislation, however the fuck he says it. They changed the whole legislation just in 2018 on, like, putting like things in place for if this ever happened. They were just like redoing a new legislation, and while they were at it, they just happened to update if something like this were to happen. And they have all these things in place that why they don't have to make all these amendments and shit. It's already there. So when you're hearing Dwight Ball and Dr. Fitzgerald and that other doctor that was on the CBC today, they're saying that Newfoundland has like got more provisions in place, are like taking this more serious, more precautions than any other province. To tell the truth, they got more shit. They've already done more. Already declaring an SOE right now. Like, there's so much stuff they have in place. They're ahead of every province, and that's a fact. I was talking to a friend who told me that, and it makes complete sense. But and now here we are, locked away. But if you're out doing house parties, pause. The cynical side. Just like, hope you almost dies, man. But obviously you don't think that. You know what I'm saying. Obviously we don't want anybody to die. That's the whole point of all of this. But it's just like, man, it's just absolutely reckless. Tyler, you had some numbers earlier today.
The interesting number that when I was doing a bit of research on it today was that there's, I think, like probably 20,000, just over 20,000 cases in the United States, and about 15, just over 15,000 of them are in New York State. So, I mean, 3/4 of it just right off the bat, right in one state.
75% of coronavirus is in New York.
Yeah.
essentially, roughly.
Yeah.
That's
it's so dense. I don't even know how much of that was in Manhattan, or in
to the state of New York,
in the densely populated area.
And that's going to spread all through. That'll go right down the coastline because it's going to come. And then like Florida's on the bottom of that coast, and that's going to go both ways. That whole East Coast is getting hammered, man.
Yeah.
Right?
Sure. Look at Nova Scotia. I think like only a couple days ago, we were ahead of Nova Scotia by a case or two. Like they had none. There was a point where they had none, and we had one or two.
Had one or two, yeah.
Right now they have 21, and they just locked down state of emergency.
Right. Was 21, and that's the right move. 21. Because if you don't lock it down now, what are you gonna do? Knock it down next week? Because it's only down. You're gonna end up locking it down. If you don't lock it down now, you're just gonna lock it down later. So why not lock it down now?
Yeah.
Right?
Absolutely.
Like, the thing that pisses me off with this is that it's like this is essentially like a non-official SOE. That's what this feels like to me. Like, and it feels like if you look at everything the government's saying and what everyone is saying, they're saying if you don't have to go, don't go out. They're pretty much not putting an SOE out. So if you do want to go for a walk, if you do want to get out of the house, like, you're free to go. And obviously they know people need groceries. So they can. What do you say? Can you hear him or not? Is that what you came up for?
Is it better now? Check the comment section.
Yeah, there was an echo comment.
Tyler was perfect. You were echoing. You're getting picked up on.
Right.
I think you should be good now.
Far away.
Is it good now?
Yeah. Should be.
See, that's the problem with this, man. Still new at this, trying to figure out how to do all this with no echoes. Apologize for anyone who's listening with echoes. I'm just gonna sidebar here, right quick, because I do apologize for that. And it's not good on me either, man. Like, because then people aren't gonna be fucking sticking around, and you know what I mean. No, I just want to say, but yeah, where was I with everything? 28 in Halifax. All good. Good now, as it says. All right, 264. All right. All right, thanks, guys. Yeah, where was I? I got sidetracked at that time. Liam came running up from the basement. You're echoing. And had to get on her. What was I even saying? There, that's coming. It's good now. Tyler! What was it? Where was I even at time? What was I saying?
I don't know. As soon as you read the comments, like you told me.
Yeah, I know. Yeah. Yeah, that's right. Yeah.
I'll go back to my home.
Yeah, that's all good. But yeah. Oh yeah. Right. All right. We're back. What I was saying was pretty much what they're doing is they're not declaring an SOE to how I'm taking it. It's like an unofficial one. That's how I see it. It's like we're not declaring an SOE, but like that meme, get in the goddamn house. Get to Jesus in the house. That's what it's like. It's like they're telling you, but they're not putting SOE that way. Like, you can go to the grocery store. You can go out for a walk. If you're going stir crazy, you are allowed outdoors. Like, because they don't want to put it in place. But essentially, they're just asking everybody to use their common sense and their common decency and stay inside, right? Like, I had like a friend, I had two different friends today asked if they could just come over and hang out, like, individually. It's just one friend, and I was like, no. And I wanted them here. I wanted both of them here. Of course I did. You know what I mean? But I think that's the measures we got to be taking in place. You know, one was a lady. And the other was Luke. And, yeah, so it's just, you know, is what it is.
The other thing we're going to say.
Yep.
I'm going to try and turn up my mic when I talk and you don't talk.
Yeah.
Just see what happens there.
All right.
But yeah, the other thing I was going to say is that yesterday we were talking about those numbers with Russia, and like they shut their border down January to China on January 30th. January 30th, Russia shut their border down. So that's obviously the numbers might be a little fudged. We could probably say because I was reading one thing today that one of the officials said that there were even like a Russian parliament official said that the number could even be 2 times what it is or up to 10 times what it is.
2 times to 10 times.
Which would be like, I don't know, it's like 300 now.
I thought it was January 3rd or January 30th.
That's
It's still amazing, though, man. Russia got their shit together. I seen a meme today. I don't know if it was true or not. That they let out 500 lions out in the streets. I mean, but the thing is, like, you're like, all right, that's probably fake news. Let out 500 lions out in the streets to keep people inside. Putin said, just put 500 lions out in the street, boys. That'll keep everybody inside. And I'm sure that's fake news. But the brilliance, like, of it is that it's Russia, and you're like, could be true, right? But see, like, over that way, like, this is like one of the few times when you're like, wish I had a bit of communism going on right now. You know, yeah, somebody keeps shit in the house, right? Because what's hilarious is that, like, here, like, we're like, declare an SOE. Force us to stay in. Because if you don't force us, we're not going to do it. Yeah. And it's like, we should have to be forced. Just think of your fucking parents and your grandparents and then say, yeah, okay. That's all you got to do. Just think of anyone you gives a shit about. Think about your friend who gives a shit about someone if you don't have anybody he gives a shit about. Right? Little inside joke. But, like, and just do the things. Just do the things, man. Like, why do we need to have an SOE and have troops out around the streets to keep us inside? We're civilized people. Like, why do we need that to keep us from doing the right thing? Like, that blows my mind. Like, there's nobody keeping me in. There's nobody, nobody stopped me from having friends over going to a friend's house, technically. I'm not doing it. Because it's the right thing. There's a good comment there? Yeah.
I don't know who Colin Farrell is, but what a legend of a comment.
Okay.
Being from Mount Pearl. Release a few Tolls Cougars on the streets. That'll keep people home. Oh, Colin.
Was your mic on for that?
Oh, yeah.
Okay, yeah. Couple. That'll keep people home. The Cougar, the Tolls Cougar. Put them out in the streets. They already are in the streets. They don't have homes. Right? They're great though. The Tolls Cougars. So that's why everyone goes to Tolls. No one goes to Tolls for the location.
Oh man, keep the Cougar calling
up. Right? Holy Cougar! Right? Oh, the Cougars. If anyone who hasn't been to Tolls Lounge in Mount Pearl, like, yeah, if you wants to get hooked up with someone who's been divorced 3 times and engaged twice other than that, go to Tolls and you'll only be 42. Right? Oh, what a spot that is, man. It kills me. The Tolls Cougar, yeah. Jeez, Colin should be a comedian, but
Brent, man, don't tempt me with a good time. What a legendary comment from Colin Farrell.
Colin Farrell, put it out there. Right. Oh yeah, we had the whoever. Oh, by the way, whoever runs the City of Mount Pearl account last night was fire. Came in on 3 or 4 different times. Just little fun jabs. You know what I mean? Yes, that's right. So he plows a lot of things. Charisma like that. What a gun that was. That was a great time. Shout out to Mount Pearl. And their shit. But yeah, I don't really know what else I got to check in. I was on NTV News today. Big thanks to Beth Penny for having me on. talking about us and all the other artists. You can donate. A lot of artists are doing live shows all around. And a lot of people are putting up links that you can donate to them, help them, because obviously this is how we usually make our money. I mean, I do live stand-up for that. Like, this is new to me. I'm going to keep this going, and eventually I'll get better at this. I feel like I'm shit at it right now, if I'm honest with you. But it'll get better as time goes. I'm brand new at it. But, yeah, we're just doing what we can, put up some live entertainment for you folks, and something for you to watch. And, yeah, chip in. I'll have a link there for you. I don't expect anyone. I know everyone's going through hard times, but it's there if you want. I had a few people donate today and yesterday, which blew me away. Thank you for those who are donating to the cause. Greatly appreciate it. And yeah, means a lot. What's it? You got a beauty?
Just came out and said, "Jesus, mother, what are you watching?"
Get that racket off the TV screen. Get that garbage off. Jesus, man, what are you watching? 5-year-old. tell that kid to watch its mouth. Give it a bat in the mouth.
The other thing I noticed today, I was at the grocery store, and I went out to get a few things, and I saw a couple people that that I knew, and it's almost like we're such a society of jokers,
Yeah.
And someone was like, they go to say hello naturally to walk towards them, and they go, "You don't got the Rona, do you?" "You don't got the Rona."
Buddy got the Rona.
You're like, well, we should act like we do.
I know. Well, that's the thing, right? Like, yeah, everyone's like, "Buddy, you don't got the Rona, do you?" "No, but I don't got it." And it's like, I know everyone wants to joke about it, and that's how you get through shit, is joking about it. But it's like, yeah, don't hug each other, man. Right? Especially in the grocery store. Shit, other people around, man, spreading it all around.
Yeah.
Do you think people are gonna start wearing masks?
I mean, you see a few people already wearing them. People make fun of that too, but
Jesus, boys. There's ever time to wear one.
Yeah.
Other than Halloween. I'm a doctor. Right? No, well, man.
Just keep washing your hands. Keep, drinking the warm liquids if that does actually work. That's just not a conspiracy theory.
No, it seems real. Yeah, I don't know if there's any more comments coming in there. We might shut her down for a little bit here now tonight, because not a whole lot happened. We had 3 new cases today. Presumptive cases, test positive here. It's gone to Manitoba for confirming, but it's looking that way. So that's 9. But here's the thing. So it would be 6 here, right? So 2 days ago, right? Wasn't it 2 days ago? It was 1 case on the island. And then yesterday it was 2. 2 more, which made it 3. And now today it's 6.
It's 9, isn't it?
In the province.
Right.
I'm talking on the island.
Oh, okay, yeah.
So it was like, I'm pretty sure, like, it was only 2 days ago. That's the thing I'm saying. Like, the time, like, it feels like forever ago, and it feels like there's no perception of time.
Oh, today was the weirdest feeling Sunday ever, too.
It's fucked, man. It's crazy. The perception of time is complete. Yeah, like you said today, it's like, it feels like we found a day between Sunday and Monday. Like, a day that didn't exist. It didn't feel like Sunday, but it didn't feel like Monday.
Yeah.
And, like, time has completely lost everything for me. I can't figure any of it out, man. But, like, I'm pretty sure it was only 2 days ago we had our first case on the island. And then yesterday it was 2 more, which made it 3. And now today, it's 3 more, making it 6. If that's the case, if it were to keep going at that, to put it in perspective, tomorrow is 12, Tuesday is 24, Wednesday is 48, Thursday is 96, and then Friday is 192.
Not giving the 14 days either.
Right. And that's just what's on the files. That's not reality. Right? And that's what I was trying to get at last night. Was, if just based on those numbers, we'll have 192 on Friday if it keeps going at that rate. And that's what I'm saying. That's why you got to think, you got to act like everybody has it. Like, and everyone's like, shut it down. Yeah, I know. But, like, unless you need to go to work, shut yourself down. Like, get the fuck inside. Get into Jesus' house.
The other thing was Nick was just saying, our other great roommate that we have.
Yep.
He was just saying that where it can be mild and it can be severe when you get it. Like I think a lot of people are still in that mentality that like it's not even that bad if you're healthy.
Is your boyfriend?
Right. Yeah. And but I think I forget what article now that he just had Hall up there, but he said that they've seen it go from extremely mild. There's nothing absolutely wrong with it to extremely severe, and you need to be on a ventilator within an hour.
Yeah, that's
so
insane.
you can't predict how it's going to behave, and like you don't. I mean, if it's just going to be a mild flu and you get over it, that's fine for you.
For you.
But if it, even yourself, it can turn severe, and just that's how you got to deal with it. Like I feel like when you start getting in the mindset, like this could be the most painful thing I've ever gone through, and I probably should stay inside for like a couple weeks, like they're telling me to.
Yeah. Yeah, the fact that it can be mild, and then out of nowhere, it just escalates. It like don't generally escalate. Like you go from mild to like almost like severe within an hour. That's terrifying. That's insanely terrifying. Again, not trying to terrify everyone, but a little bit actually.
You need to. You actually do.
You do need to. Yeah, people are like, "Oh, fear mongering." Yeah, fuck it. Make it sound worse than it is. If that's what, because what are you gonna do? There really is no overreacting on a once in a life, like what should be a once in a lifetime thing. What's overreacting? Shutting the airports down, telling everybody to stay inside, okay, and letting food supplies on. I don't think that's overreacting. I think that's the max of what you can do.
Well, look at my grandparents just up and moved to the cabin.
Oh, that's some funny too.
As soon as I tried to get a hold of them.
Yep.
And as soon as I called them, no answer, called them, no answer. And I found out that they just as soon as this popped off, boom.
Gone.
Up the cabin, talk to you in a week, see you when this shuts down. He's going to come out like Grizzly Man with a jockey club in his hand and just like, I don't even know what's going on. There's nothing up there. There's no cable. No, they don't even have a phone. They just go up there and live off the land.
What's amazing about this story is not only did Tyler's grandparents just batter to the woods in the cabin without telling him, but they know he doesn't have parents. Tyler doesn't have a family. Right? It's the best. It's his only, like, his grandparents like are the closest thing to parents that he has, and they went to the woods without letting them know they were going to the woods. How did that work? You called her, you got their voice. How'd you figure that out? Is your mic on?
Yeah.
Yep.
No, apparently one mic's good anyway. Yeah. So I just called them and to see how they were doing.
Yeah.
Make sure they didn't need anything or whatever. And they're not extremely old either, but it doesn't matter at this point, right? They're just in their 60s.
Yeah.
And so I called them a couple times, no answer. And then now today, I just like through the Facebook group, like the family Facebook group, I saw like one of my like other aunts or something was like, "Yes, I was talking to Bernard yesterday, and he said he's up the cabin now. Until he fucking batters the chief."
So hold on, your grandmom and your granddad battered to the woods, and they told your aunt, but they didn't tell you.
They tell me.
And they didn't even tell your aunt to tell you. They just you happened to be talking to your aunt, and then she just happened to tell you.
I'm out here like I am legend by myself.
Oh man, that is the best. Just get it the fuck. If he dies, he dies. Like having no final words with you. Like if you were to get it and die, or you have no final words with him if they had to have it before he goes in the woods, it dies. Just like imagine. Oh, not.
To be somewhere between that and house parties.
Somewhere between that and house parties, yeah. Like, yeah. Like, if you are gonna batter to the woods, good call. But you might want to tell a few of your loved ones first, in case you got it now and it comes down to Corona while you're in there, right? At least I know where to go find your bodies before some lion from Russia goes in and gets it. Right? There was a lynx on the go too. Did you see that?
Yeah, down Elizabeth Avenue. Or something.
There's a Lynx at Elizabeth Avenue. That's how you know Toms are getting weird, right? Like that's it. That means they've been lurking around in the shadows forever. Toms are getting quiet, and they're like, go in for town for a look now. And listen, I'll tell you what, the Lynx, if you're watching this podcast, Lynx, you're welcome in this area to get rid of my rat problem. Any day. I live by the university, and the rat problem in this area is insane. The city of St. John's put in black garbage boxes, them plastic bins. And sure, they're all useless already. Sure, they all got holes, and the rats goes right through them, gets right in your garbage. Sure, what's the point of it? Right? Get the fucking cats out. Get the lynx out. Hunt some rats. I'd like to tame a lynx, man. I'd love to tame a lynx, man. And give me paw and stuff like dog. Give him treats. You know what I mean? And then just have rats like getting chased around, man. And we buddies, we could roll around together, rub our bellies together. Right? Oh, that'd be great. You know.
Colin's scratching his arse.
Yeah, I am. Had to be done. No, but it's a thing of beauty. I gotta say, special thanks. I doubt she's watching this, but who knows? But you never know. Dr. Fitzgerald, watched her today in the press conference, and wow, can't say enough great things about that woman. Yeah. She looks tired, man.
She's handling it like a G.
But she's handling it like a champ. Like, she just holds her composure so well. Her demeanor, her temperament is so perfect. It's so spot on. And, wow, like, can't say enough great things about her, man. Yeah. Like, she's a
bright spot.
She's a bright spot in our system, you know. And for what it's worth, listen, I love shitting on Dwight Ball as much as the next guy. There's a lot of humor around that, though, hey? All right, boss, I'm resigning. Global pandemic. Fuck! Right? Like, you could see it in him today, where he was just like twiddling like his pen. He was just like, when the fuck's this gonna be over? I can't believe I got trapped into this. Why didn't I resign a few weeks before this? Like, why did I run? Why did I run for this again? Why didn't I resign? I knew weeks before I resigned I wanted to resign. Why did I do it then? Trapped in this thing. Like, you could just see it written all over him.
Wow.
What?
Really cold. She also has an autistic son at home, so I can only imagine how exhausted she is.
Oh, yeah.
Huge, like,
she has an autistic child. Yeah, so she's, yeah.
Much respect for her.
Much respect for her. And you know what? She's staying calm. She doesn't get impatient. People are asking her the same questions over and over and over, and she answers it. Like, you can see it in her eyes that she's like, I've answered this a dozen times. But then she just comes again. She's like she doesn't get sassy. It's like, she isn't like, well, as I've stated again before, I will say it again. She don't come like with that bitchy tone. She's like, she has a genuine tone, man. She's beautiful, man, like that. Like, she's such a bright spot in this, like, whole wave of confusion. Yeah, she's killer. And the doctor that he had on the phone today, too, I don't know what his name was, but he was killer, too. He handled himself really well. And another...
City of Mount Pearl.
Yeah. Oh, what's City of Mount Pearl?
Yeah,
I know. I want to know who's running, too.
You.
Yeah. For the City of Mount Pearl, I have a specific set of Google Maps skills.
Great ball. Boss, I'm not even supposed to be here.
Yeah. Right. That was his demeanor. It was like, boss, I'm not even supposed to be here. Don't ask her the questions. I'm not even supposed to be here. That's exactly what it looked like. Yeah. But, again, as I was saying, as much as I love shitting on Dwight Ball, as much as anybody likes shitting on Dwight Ball, and, you know, not just shitting on Dwight Ball, let me get this out of the way, too. Like, any comedian likes to shit on any premier, prime minister, president, governor. It's what we do. You know, you poke at public figures, and a part of making fun of politicians is a part of, you're like being opposition for the people, is what you're at. There's no person animosity or, like, you know, behind that. It's just what we do. And when another premier is in, then he's the guy or she's the person, you know? And it's just like that you go after. Because that's just what we do. But I'll give it to him, man. Like, I watched him today, and his answers were all legit. Like, Dwight's been brutal for a long fucking time with giving you answers, and you got more. He didn't even answer the one question that you did, and now you got 10 more. Like Trudeau, man, two of them are bad for us.
Yeah. Well, during this.
But during this,
I'm just watching the comments. Like Trudeau's been really getting a lot of praise for how he's handling.
yes, right? Yeah, Tim, yeah, Trudeau and Dwight, the two of them. I mean, I guess they had nowhere to go but up. But
it's almost like when nothing's happening, like when nothing like serious like this is going on.
Yeah.
It's like, well, then that's when you get SNC Lavalin scandals and stuff because they're idle hands or the devil's workshop.
Right.
And then as soon as something actually critical happens, it's almost like, well, this is what we trained for.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah, well, like, and that was the thing about Trudeau and a lot of things is, and the guy's not perfect, and I'm tired, and honestly, like, I just wanted someone on the Conservatives' side to put someone half decent ahead to go up the head-to-head with him in October to get him out, right? And they went with that nut job, douchebag, greasy fucking tool. Oh, that idiot. Pure idiot. Like, you're going up, like, oh, jeez, I had a rant on that before, but you're going up against a guy that's, like, completely drowning in scandals and potential crimes and can't answer a question, and everyone's just so over him. And you can't beat him. How bad are you? You know what I mean? How bad is you and your persona and your perception to the public and your ideas and how you come off? Like, how bad are you when people are picking Trudeau over you? You know what I mean?
I think the Conservatives just drew straws.
Oh, Drew Strauss, man. Just idiots. They tried to go. No, they tried to. You know what they tried to do? They tried to go to the Donald Trump way. But two things. One, Canadians will never go full Trump way. And secondly, he didn't. And he had like 1 foot in, 1 foot out. And then he was trying to be a bit of both.
Yeah.
Right? And then he just shot himself in the foot. But again, we're going down rabbit holes. What I was trying to say is these guys, they're actually answering your questions, and their answers actually make sense most of the time. You know? And, like that, you know what's sad, though? Is how that's praise. Boss are answering questions, and it makes sense.
Man, they're actually being politicians.
Yeah. Look at them, they're actually being leaders. Like, that shouldn't be praised. Like, that should be the way it is every day. It shouldn't take, you know.
A global pandemic.
Yeah, it shouldn't take an emergency, a global pandemic, and for someone to just be like normal and answer questions, right? You have more questions. But I'll give that to him, and I thought Dwight handled himself pretty decent today from what I seen. I didn't see the full thing, but when I turned in for the time and ended, I thought he was good. The doctor's amazing, and so props to both. I think it's important to keep tuning in. They're having these live press conferences every day. I think that's deadly. And by the way, I just want to say this. If you're watching this right now and you're like, oh, man, you know, like, this isn't very funny. Colin's not being very funny. I apologize. Like I said, I'm still trying to, like, this is only my second one. I'm still trying to get in a rhythm and you know, what to be at. But it's like, I'm not even just trying to be hilarious. Like, I'm just trying to just, you know, just talk about what's going on, you know, and host a forum for it. And right now we got comment sections. We're addressing some comments and just shooting the shit. Eventually I want to get it set up so that people can call in. And once this is over, I'll be having people come in. I guess we'll have a better interface. If I can do split screens, you know, if someone can FaceTime in and, like, have their face, like, up on the feed for everyone. You know, and just give it a real professional, polished look. Right now, this is just something that essentially I slapped together, and I'm useless with technology and shit. Like we have another microphone for Tyler that we can't even get it working. He's coming in on the microphone that's on the laptop, and like I purposely went out and bought user-friendly mics so this wouldn't happen, and it still fucking happened. I could kill the guy that's over that laptop at Best Buy. Oh yeah, going for podcasting. Oh yeah, going with it. Jesus, man. Can't even put in two microphones into it. Because I got to use a dongle, and you put two microphones into the one dongle, and the computer just wants to pick up one microphone. That's what's happening to me. And if I use another dongle for the other port, then I don't have no power going to the laptop. It's just battery power, and all this gear is just going to destroy the battery in the laptop right away. So essentially, I can't even hook up 2 mics to a $2,000 brand new laptop.
Yeah.
That's insane. I'm very upset. I'll tell you. Yeah. Oh, by the way, I seen a thing for grants today. Just don't know if you've seen that. Like, for artists that are out of work, such as ourselves, we can apply for a grant. If you're doing like live streams like this,
Okay.
you can get a grant. Like the government will grant you for your live stream. So I
For everything.
Yeah, I'm applying for everything, sir. I'm applying for fucking Harvard after this. Worst they'll say is no. I don't know why they never say yes. I don't know why I ever say yes.
That's a guaranteed rejection.
Oh, guaranteed rejection. Yeah. Yeah. Like, rejection like I've never felt before. Mom said, from when we were talking about, you having no mom, Mom said, tell Tyler I'm still his mother.
God love Marie Hollis.
God love Marie Hollis. My mom is deadly for anyone who don't know. Yeah, what a woman. Thanks, Mom. Love you. Yeah. Yeah. I think that's it for now, hey? I don't know what else to be saying without just repeating ourselves. Like, I don't want this being boring for people. I'm seeing the viewer count going down a bit now. We were holding her pretty steady around 275 there for a while. She's down to 226 or now. 220. So, I don't want people being like, yeah, I tuned into Colin last night. It was fucking garbage. Had to turn it off and then they don't come back in. So, it's like, 217. Look, even just me talking about coming down, people are like, well, I guess he's going. Fuck this. So, yeah, I'm going to have some sponsors on for this, and I'll be giving shout-outs to my sponsors. I'll have the links there if you want to donate. I got to get that stuff up beforehand. If not, cool. We're just happy you're tuning in. Stay safe. Take care of yourselves out there. Love each other. But, from a distance. Give each other, like, virtual hugs. Shit like that. Don't visit your friends. FaceTime them. Do that. All right, guys. I'll see you on PlayStation Plus and Xbox Live. So go to OBS there and click